and thrown on the van were... it must be in the live. As long as the live was clear for that section, it must be in the live, because we will see it immediately. I'll be able to find it quick, because the guy stood right in front of the camera and basically blocked my camera with his banner, at which point I grabbed the banner, threw it on the floor, and stood on it so he couldn't pick it up. So yes, I will of course post that. I thought worst way they're going to arrest me, or somebody's going to give me a slap and they would have got arrested, so I would have won either way. It wouldn't have made any difference. Even if I got a slap from one of them, they would have gotten arrested, so I would happily take one for the team. Hey Michaela, welcome. Laura, welcome as well to you. Yeah, was it? Oh, that's close, people. I mean, to be honest, I was thinking to myself, look, if I grab the sign and throw it on the floor and he chins me, so what? To be fair, did you see everything that happened up there earlier on? Did you follow it up? Did you see what happened? Oh, so I went all the way to the top. They started getting arrested and thrown on the police vans. Yeah, they arrested them all. One of them tried to hold his banner in front of my camera, so I grabbed the banner, threw it on the floor, obviously stood on it, and then they're all screaming and shouting the rest of it. Then actually, wait, one thing, guys, tomorrow, look at the Daily Mail and the Sun or whatever. A lot of the photographers started obviously massively crowding around me taking my picture because I threw the banner on the floor. So I might well be unintentionally famous tomorrow, or even this afternoon. Keep an eye on the Daily Mail or the Sun or the Express or whatever. If they've got pictures of today's protests, and they will definitely have pictures of the people getting arrested, I'm 90% certain I'll be in the pictures somewhere. It was just funny. I wanted to jump in. It was just funny. But the best bit was at the end, where the rest of them just walked off after their colleagues got arrested and thrown on the van. Classic. They looked so shocked, they bewildered. They were just like, especially the protest leader, the girl that was leading it when she got arrested. She was going to start crying.
Where did they get arrested? Around the Trafalgar Square?
Yeah, so they were literally up on the right hand side by the Waterstones. Oh, right. And they didn't realise there were a lot of police hiding kind of behind the arches. Then they all came out, surrounded them, and then started arresting them, putting them on the van.
They were here, all the policemen, and then they ran there.
No, there were much more as well, waiting at the top. Right. So they really got it, got the operation successful today. Brilliant. Well, exactly that. Yeah, I know. It's a good question about why the UK is like that. I don't know. It's not a good thing. But you know what? I think we've seen the guards shouting yesterday. We've seen the police arresting morons today. It's been a good week, people. Let's be honest. And summer hasn't even started yet. Has it? I mean, literally. Wait until we hit 30 degrees, people, and temperatures really fray. Okay? Or if I can capture just the oil people blocking a public highway, there are lots of workers, builders, or there's a building site. Then we'll see what we saw this morning. The guys were coming out, physically grabbing the protesters and throwing them on the floor. Okay, we didn't see that, sadly, but that happened this morning. Exactly, 100%. You know, they were also warned, they were all given a verbal that if you don't get off of the road, the public highway, and onto the pavement, we will arrest you. They did it again. The, what do they call it? Like, not captain, what do they call it? Chief or whatever, I can't remember what they called it. It wasn't even a rank, it was just like lead officers or something. Lead officers, arrest them. I heard him say it, so boom. That's when they started grabbing them. And it was so funny as well when they were holding them physically by the arm, because I think some of them attempted to try and leg it, but they were really being held tightly. They didn't get handcuffed, but they were held firmly, so it was a great thing to see. But again, guys, I've got some golden footage for tonight. Yeah, really good footage from the protest. 100%. Extraordinary, isn't it? I mean, like, really extraordinary. Beautiful blue sky, beautiful blue uniform, navy tunic. He might not have felt it. It depends on whether she actually just touched him, or actually grabbed him. He needed to feel that something was happening. However, folks, even if there wasn't today an extremely loud shout or even a verbal reprimand yesterday, a lot of you remember yesterday we had that exceedingly loud shout in the Archers, probably the loudest one of the year. It was this Blues and Royals that did that shout, exceedingly loud shout. Get out of the Archers! I mean, we all heard it, even at the front here. It was super loud.